All right, thank you guys. Welcome to some MAC conference action for college football week 12. Of course, my name is Brock Page, and it's great to have you here today. And with that said, let's go ahead and dive into some week 12 MACtion. That's what they're calling it, MACtion. But anyway, the Buffalo Bulls, they are going to take on the Bowling Green Falcons, and that's going to be a 7 p.m. Eastern kickoff this Tuesday night. Buffalo's the 31-point favorite on the road, totals 61. Now we're 2-0 in our last two extra daily picks on patreon.com/BrockPage. And if you want to access today's extra daily pick, it's only going to cost you just $2.99. We're also hitting at 62% in our last 13 daily best plays on that site as well. And if you want to access today's daily best play, that's only going to cost you just $1.99. We currently have over 725 members signed up and active on that site. And if you want to join those folks and get in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, when it comes to this Buffalo Bowling Green matchup here, the Falcons of Bowling Green, they're coming off a 38-point loss to Kent State this past week. They actually gave up 62 to the Golden Flash in that contest there. Now, the Falcons have given up 100 total points in their last two contests, and they've yet to cover a point spread through two games. Not a great start for Bowling Green. Possibly they'll turn it around here in this game. But check this out real quick. Quarterback Matt McDonald for Bowling Green, he's completing a pitiful 28% of his passes for the season for the Falcons. He's just 14 of 50 through two ball games for just 233 yards and no touchdowns. I think I could do it. You could probably go out there and put up those kind of numbers. But anyway, McDonald's also thrown a pair of interceptions as well. Meanwhile, this Bowling Green defense is giving up over 300 yards a game on the ground. The Falcons have failed to cover the number in 6 out of their last 7 hosting the Bulls. And speaking of Buffalo, they're coming fresh off a 32-point victory over Miami, Ohio. They held Miami to just 10 total points in that contest. Now, Buffalo also put up 49 points against Northern Illinois the week before that. The Bulls have scored 91 total points through two ball games, and they're already averaging 193 yards a game on the ground. Now, running back Jarrett Patterson's carried it 40 times already for 210 yards and 4 touchdowns. Running back Kevin Marks also has 141 rushing yards on the season himself and averages 6.4 yards per carry. Meanwhile, when it comes to this Buffalo passing game, quarterback Kyle Van Treese has thrown for 528 yards and 5 touchdowns. Meanwhile, defensively, the Bulls' D is holding their opponents to just 180 yards a game through the air, and they already have 6 takeaways. Now, cornerback Isaiah King has a scoop and score already on the season, along with 10 total tackles. Defensive end Malcolm Kuntz also has 13 total tackles himself, along with a sack. And linebacker James Patterson has 11 tackles and a forced fumble. Now, Buffalo successfully covered the point spread in 8 out of their last 9 conference games. Of course, that dates back to last season. And when it comes to the total in this one, Buffalo's 1-0 to the over on the road this season. They're also capable of putting it over single-handedly themselves. Meanwhile, Bowling Green on the other side saw their lone home game get over the line themselves. They're also quite capable of letting this one get over the line defensively as well. So with all that said and done, heavy chalk here. Give me the Buffalo Bulls minus 31 and the over 61 in that ball game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for college football week 12. And of course, this is the MAC edition. I'm talking about some MACtion here in week 12. But before we go ahead and dive into some more free content right here on YouTube, just got to quickly remind you once again that we're 2-0 in our last two extra daily picks on patreon.com/BrockPage. And if you want to access today's extra daily pick, it's only going to cost you just $2.99. We're also hitting at 62% in our last 13 daily best plays on that site as well. And if you want to access today's daily best play, that's only going to cost you just $1.99. Incredibly affordable, incredibly inexpensive. The number speaks for itself. $1.99 for the daily best play. Now, once again, we currently have over 725 members signed up and active on that site. So if you want to join those folks and get in on the action, I'd be more than happy to have you. I'd love to see you on the website. And the link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we are going to take a look at the Akron Zips squaring off against the Kent State Golden Flashes. And that's going to be an 8 p.m. Eastern kickoff at Dick Stadium this Tuesday night. Kent State's the 24-point favorite at home. Total's 59.5. Kent State put